Good late evening. Welcome to another edition of Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Freddie Heredia bringing you live Friday Night Football 2019 Texas High School Football Week 4 as the Pearsall Mavericks travel to Colesville Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Eagle Pass, EPISD Student Activity Center, as the Mavericks of CC Win will host the Mavericks of Pearsall. You're watching RealSportsLive.com, powered by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World.com. We'll be back shortly with the pregame show. I'm Freddie Heredia. We'll be back after these messages.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
And we're back to the pregame show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas, as we give you the captains for the two teams. Number 2, Ethan Johnston. Number 33, Alex Garcia. Number 50 for the Mavericks is Daniel Ruiz. And number 64, Emmanuel Oviedo. And for the Pearsall Mavericks, number 3, Brady Blackburn. Number 20, Andrew Briseño. Number 22, Alex Bella. And number 32, Juan Chavana. Those are your captains for tonight's game between the visiting Pearsall Mavericks and your home CC Win Mavericks. The Mavericks had a game last year that both teams played over in Pearsall, and the Mavericks of CC Win came out with a 21-0 victory a year ago. Coach Edward Bocanegra for Pearsall, a first-year head coach. Of course, Eric Villaseñor, the head coach for your Thundering Mavericks, is we had the friendship exchange, the token of exchange for both of these teams. We'll talk more after the break. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
Tire Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos, le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
And we're back live from Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Freddie Heredia with you tonight as we give you the call. Eagle Pass is on the road as they play McCullum at Hardendale Memorial Stadium. We'll try and get updates throughout the night of how they're doing. Of course, last week, the big game between CC Win and Eagle Pass was held here. 7,800 spectators were in the stands, and they gave a show on the field as both teams gave it their all. Eagle Pass victorious, moving their record to 2-1, and the CC Wing Mavericks coming in at 1-2, hoping to even out their record at 2-2, heading into week 1 of district play. As next week, everybody in the state of Texas will start with, of course, the second part of the season. As we talked to Coach Villaseñor earlier in the week on Thursday in our show, our Gridiron Talk show, and of course he mentioned the fact that they want to go into that one on a high note. So we get set for the playing of our national anthem. But before that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
Saritas Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados. We're back live. Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium as the playing of the alma mater for the CC Win Mavericks. The receiving team, as we had the coin toss earlier, CC Win Mavericks will receive the opening kickoff. It's a bit breezy here. We got about 4 minutes left before kickoff, and we got the national anthem, so we're going to hold for that. Well, the playing of the national anthem, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage. And we're back live as the Mavericks of Pearsall coming into the field, and now the Mavericks entering the field, and we get ready for some football as the Mavericks coming in 1-2, the Mavericks of Pearsall coming in 0-2. We'll see what Pearsall has to bring tonight in tonight's contest under first-year head coach Edward Bocanegra. As the Mavericks will receive the opening kickoff. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
And we're back live, the opening kickoff for the Pearsall Mavericks, and an onside kick that is recovered by Pearsall, and they have it at the 49 of the Mavericks. So first and 10, handoff to number 10 out to the outside, and he will be brought down by a host of Mavericks. That's Ethan Waldron, the ball carrier for the Mavericks of Pearsall. The ball to the 47-yard line. That's where Pearsall will have their second play of this opening drive. Blackburn under center will send a man in motion, will give to the up man, actually keep it himself, and he is wrapped up by number 33 in on the tackle. That's Garcia coming in from the linebacker position, and they lose 3 yards there. Back to the 49. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 from the CC Win 49-yard line. We'll give to number 25, stretch play to the near side. He's at the 45 and needs to get across the 40 to the 39, but he is brought down by Jarrett Royce. That's Joey Amaya on the carry, and he brings it to the 40-yard line. A 9-yard carry there for Amaya. Now Pearsall will bring Blackburn to the line. 3 back. We'll give it to Amaya, and Amaya will continue rumbling past the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Actually, it's number 20, Andrew Briseño, the ball carrier. Needed a yard, got 7 to the 33-yard line. First possession for either team on the kickoff. Pearsall decides, Coach Bocanegra decides to do some work and get an onside kick. That was the ball carrier number 20 Again, Briseño. And he gets across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second down and 6 now for Blackburn and the Pearsall offense. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 back formation, and there's a false start. So that false start moves them back 5 yards. From the 29. So it's going to be a 2nd and 11 for Pearsall. To the 34-yard line. .840 left here in the first quarter. We're live from Eagle Pass, Texas. Pearsall Mavericks travel. Down 57. Blackburn takes it himself. He gets wrapped up in the backfield by number 44 in on the tackle. That's Noé Castillon coming in from this D tackle, his D tackle position. Actually, so Blackburn was wrapped up in the backfield, loses a yard to the 35. Now brings a 3rd down and 12 for the Mavericks. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. We'll give it to number 25 and is wrapped up, still on his feet. But the pursuing Mavericks defense just will not give up as they're relentless gang tackling there. And that was number 25 on the carry. Joey Amaya, the senior running back. There is a flag on the play. And that was right at the 40. Not sure if they're going to call a holding. Personal foul. So that's going to give Pearsall an automatic 1st down at the Maverick 26-yard line. After a defensive penalty there. We'll give to Briseño again up the middle. And he's brought down right about the 20s. I think he fell forward. And that's Amaya again on the ball carry. And he'll pick up 6 yards. So the ball now at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 4 for Pearsall. Now a bunch formation for the Mavericks of Pearsall. We'll put a man in motion. That's number 10. And we'll take it to the 15-yard line. Maybe the 14 is where they're going to spot him. Just inside the 14-yard line. That's Ethan Waldrum on the ball carry for and we'll pick up the 1st down just inside the 15-yard line at the 14. Somewhat of a veer formation. Blackburn will take it himself to the outside. There is a flag on the play. He is brought out of bounds just inside the 10. And Brady Blackburn will bring the ball to just about the 9-yard line, but they're going to bring the ball to spot foul. So the foul was just at the 14-yard line and will be 10 yards to the 24. So they're at the 24-yard line. First quarter, 5:51 left. Don't forget, we're going to have this game for you guys as far as video presentation. That one to the near side, across the 20, brought down by number 22, Andrew Vasquez. And Joey Amaya, the ball carrier. There is a flag to the near side. So early on signs, another holding penalty. So another 10 yards, and that will bring it to the 34-yard line. So 5:34 left. And early on, we're looking at how Pearsall is trying to establish a run and establish what they do. Two receivers to the far side. Under center's Blackburn will give to number 10, and he is held up maybe a yard. That was Ethan Waldrum. So 2nd and 29. Pearsall, with the type of offense that they're running, much like what Southwest and some other teams in the district, in District 14 5A, and that's a false start as they jump. I'm gonna check the actual, as the offense actually, so everybody's gonna converge and see what if they do decline it, it's gonna be 3rd down, as they're gonna come down to talk to Coach Villaseñor to see what he wants to do. Excited to see the junior quarterback Padilla get his first start. So 4:30 flags here. We'll move the ball 5 yards forward to the 28-yard line. Still 2nd and long with 4:19 left. Two receivers to the far side. One back. Blackburn will drop back, looking, rolling out. Now has a receiver in the flat, and that was Waldrum. And Waldrum just a little behind him. So that pass is incomplete. 4:06 left. It was an exciting game in Laredo yesterday. So 3 backs now for the Mavericks of Pearsall will give it to number 14. Up the middle, cuts back inside. He's at the 15. Crosses the 15 down to about the 11-yard line. That's Alex Enriquez on the ball carry. That one will bring a 4th down. They need to get to the inside the 5-yard line for a 1st down for the Mavericks of Pearsall. So 4th and long, still needs about 7 yards. As Briseño's looking for some running room. He hurdles and gets to about the 3, maybe the 4. Don't know where they're going to mark him down. And it is short of the 1st down as they marked him down right at the 5-yard line. So turnover on downs. And now we'll see the first series for the Mavericks. Ball at their 9 now. Johnston, who is the featured back, will get the first carry. Johnston, as Padilla will be the starting quarterback, along with Cáceres in the backfield, and then also bringing Jared Royce back to his halfback position or tight end, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's a 2nd and 4. Johnston finds some running room, crosses the 15 to the 20-yard line. 2 carries. And he picks up a win 1st down as the ball is at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. 2 carries, 15 yards. Pitch out to Johnston. Johnston looking for some running room as he gets to the outside and is brought down as he has number 34, Carlos A. Soto, who played D-line. He's a junior, and they now have him as a fullback in the backfield. It's a 4-yard carry to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6, 2:10 left. 0-0 the score from Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Padilla will give to Cáceres. Cáceres will run into a wall of Mavericks, and the ball is fumbled, and they recover. So, turnover. They have it at the win 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks of Pearsall. Has it inside Maverick territory for the 2nd time. Blackburn drops back, looking, can't find anybody. Shuffles now, looks deep in the middle, and that is in and out of the hands, almost intercepted by number 20, I believe. Joe Cruz was the intended receiver. That's Gilbert Vasquez. Coach Bocanegra going to the air after establishing the run in that first drive. A minute 57. They've eaten up all the time here in the first half. Is 4 plays for the Mavericks. Give to number 14. Finds the seam. Cuts back inside. Crosses the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's Alex Enriquez. And Jared Royce in on the tackle for the Mavericks. That one to the 20-yard line, just outside the 20. A 6-yard gain for will give again, and it is met immediately in the backfield. That's a nice play by the linebacker as he comes in. Alex Garcia there for the tackle as he read that that one and got into the gap and met Enriquez in the hole. 4th and 5, a loss of 2 yards to the 21-yard line. Give again to Enriquez. Enriquez will be brought down by a host of Mavericks. Number 44 was in on the tackle. Hinojosa cleaned up. And that's the same play that they've ran 3 or 4 times, and to no avail. They've got some pretty good yardage early, but here, as of this second drive, Coach Ramirez and the defensive coordinator, the assistant defensive coordinator, have made those adjustments. At their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Johnston looking for some running room. He gets tripped up as he crosses the 20 to the 21-yard line. Three-yard carry there for Johnston. And looking to the sidelines. Coach Royce and Coach Villaseñor is both of them called play. Not sure if they're going to get this play. And that's the end of the first quarter with your score 0-0. We'll be back with more after this.
Stat Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. Stat Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting Stat Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
We're back live as we end the first quarter and into the second. So second quarter for the Mavericks, second play of this drive. Pitch it out to Johnston. Johnston looking for some running room and crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line as both the receivers down the near side doing a great job trying to seal the block for some running room. Four-yard carry, 3rd and 3 for the Mavericks at the 20 at their own 26-yard line. Second quarter from Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Pitch out. And we'll get maybe a yard. So no gain on on that play. A fourth and 4, actually 4th and 3, but a long 3, so make it 4. And they're going to bring out the punt team. Punting it away. Hits at the 30, takes a wind bounce over, and will be down right about inside the 10-yard line. Great punt there. There is a flag on the far side, so we'll check the flag. Ball control is something that we talked about in our Gridiron Talk show with Coach Villaseñor. As you mentioned, that was one of the key elements of tonight's ball game, to make sure that he had ball control, and the offensive line and defensive line, actually the offensive line, would be able to make sure and continue drives and sustain drives. There's a holding on the defense, so they're going to mark it off half the distance to the goal. So the ball was down at the 9. They're going to go half the distance, so that ball, Pearsall will have it just inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pearsall. And the punt team for CC Win, a great job getting the punt inside the 10 and pinning the Pearsall Mavericks back. Blackburn will bring his offense to the line. We'll give it to number 20. That's Briseño, the ball carrier there. Will get across to the 9. Five-yard carry. Blackburn under center. Will give again to number 20, Briseño, out to the outside. That's Axel Rodriguez on the tackle for the Mavericks. There's Briseño, 2 carries there. And gets 2 yards to the 11-yard line. A 3rd and 3 for the Mavericks. Blackburn under center. Veer formation will bring man in motion and is stopped in the backfield. That's number 14, Enriquez, again on the ball carry. And number 44, Castillon, in on the tackle. A yard only on that one. A 4th and 2. Now, Bocanegra is not. I mean, we saw at the onset of the game, going after the onside kick. Not sure if he will try here. No, he punts it away. As the ball will hit and take a Pearsall roll to the 37-yard line. That's where they're going to down it. And we'll be back with more after this.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
And on the first carry, Padilla he gets a Maverick first down at the Pearsall. That's to Vasquez. Vasquez near side. To the 23. He'll pick up 2 yards on that carry. 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks. So 2nd and 8 with 7:35. Cáceres leads the way for Johnston. Johnston will get it to the 15-yard line. On a 2nd and 8. We'll get almost. Actually, the ball needs to get across the 15 to the 14. So 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks here as they got 7:07 left in the second quarter. And ball control, we've talked about it. For Pearsall, they had a long drive that stalled at the Win 12-yard line. So the defense for Win, and there's a timeout. We're going to call a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Come stop by at Roots Country Fried Chicken on 1910 Inland Highway. We are great supporters of the EPISD Athletic Department. We also like to wish the CC1 Mavericks a great 2019-2020 season. Go Mavericks!
Hello, it's Carlos Santos, wide receiver. Roots Country Fried Chicken has always been a great supporter to our Eagle Pass Athletic Department. Go Eagles!
Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated, sales, parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated.
To all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
We're back live. Moving forward and moving the pile. And that was number 8, Jose Padilla. All the way down to the 4-yard line. An 11-yard carry there. 1st and goal for the Mavericks here. And again, the push into the end zone for a Maverick. Trying to get the indication. Touchdown, Mavericks. And again, Padilla with the keeper with 6:35 left. In the second quarter, the Mavericks put 6 points on the board with Jose Padilla from 4 yards out. And the point after attempt good. 7-0 is your score. We'll be back with more after this.
The wait is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
So we're back live. 7-0 CC wins. Second quarter with about 6:35 left in the quarter. And they started at their own 37-yard line after the punt for the Pearsall. A 5-play drive, scoring drive for the Mavericks of CC win, and they put it into the end zone with 6:35 left here in the second quarter. As Padilla and the O-line for the CC win Mavericks just pushing the defensive line for the Mavericks into the end zone, as number 12 will be kicking off, and that's Amicar Ramos, excuse me. And that one will go out of bounds. So the flag will come out, and they're going to spot the ball for the Mavericks of Pearsall at the 30-yard line. $21-0 was the score last year between these two teams. 7-0 now, 6:35 left. Some changes, as I talked about in the pregame show, some changes that Coach Villaseñor was going to do, and it is some change in their offense, and that one wrapped up quickly. That was Enriquez, number 14, on the ball carry. 44, Alex Garcia was in on the tackle. Actually, Noé Castillon. We've been saying his name quite often tonight as he's doing some work. So 2nd and 10. We'll give it to Briseño on 25. Tries to cut back and will be brought down by a host of... That was Joey Amaya. .544 left. He gets 3 yards. Amaya gets 3 yards on that one. To the 33. 3rd and 7 for Pearsall. We'll have 2 receivers to the far side. Under center, Blackburn. Dropped back, looking to the 2 receiver side. Evades one and almost to his receiver, Enriquez, the intended receiver, but he was under pressure and will fall incomplete. So 4th and 7. With 5:10 left, the Mavericks will get the ball back. Jared Royce back deep alongside Vasquez at the 30-yard line. Punting away is number 8. That's Clayton Meeks, and the ball will roll out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's where the Mavericks will take over. We'll be back with more after this.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
We're back live, and first play from scrimmage. Padilla will take it himself, and we'll go back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, no gain on the half a ball is what they have it, but it's CC win ball at their own 40-yard line. Drops back looking and has a man wide open. That's number 3. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown Mavericks. A nice touch pass there as Joe Garza gets loose, and for a win touchdown, a 60-yard touchdown pass from number 8, the junior Padilla, completed with 4:12 left in the second quarter, and they go in for 2 to make it 15-0 as they get the 2-point conversion. A 60-yard strike, touchdown pass to number 3, Joe Garza, the junior receiver, makes it 13-0 plus the 2-point conversion is good. And the Mavericks lead 2 plays, and they're up 15-0. We're going to keep it here as they get ready to kick off. Something that we talked about, the changes on our not our pregame show, our Gridiron Talk show, and we mentioned both quarterbacks. We mentioned Ethan Johnston to Coach Villaseñor Thursday morning. We also talked about Padilla and what Padilla can do. He's a poised young kid, a junior that doesn't phase him too much, having that pressure of coming in as a starting quarterback or coming in as a quarterback. But now having Ethan Johnston, who is a senior, who's been there before, been a 3-year starter, it's one of those things where you put that leadership in the backfield now as that ball goes through the end zone. And we'll be back with more after this. That first play for Pearsall with 3:53 left was to Enriquez, and he gets the ball to the 26. A 2nd and 9, a 1-yard play there. Now Pearsall going again back to the ground, and that's number 20 on the ball carry, Andrew Ridiseño. And and gets it to the 27, just outside the 27. Another 1-yard gain. 3rd and 8 for the Mavericks to Pearsall, down 15-0. They're going to call out timeout. We're going to call out timeout. Also, we'll be back with more after this.
Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
So we're back live. 3:15 left. A 3rd and 8 for the Mavericks of Pearsall. Pearsall Mavericks in their white and green uniforms. The Mavericks of CC Win, all black. Blackburn under center. Will pitch it to number 25. Trying to get some running room to the outside. He's at 30, 35, and gets brought down from behind by number 47. Actually, 57, excuse me. That's Leroy Alvarez. The ball carrier there was Joey Amaya. He gets to the 38. First down for the Mavericks with 2:55 left. Under center. 3 backs in the backfield. We bring a man in motion. That's Enriquez. Enriquez bounces off and Jared Roy's in on the tackle. Picks up 4 yards to the 42. Their own 42, 2nd and 4. Pitch, and that's Enriquez. That's number 43 getting in on the tackle. And that's Jose Hinojosa. Hinojosa from his DN position. And Hinojosa in the backfield to the 38. Actually lost some yardage there. Loss of 6 yards. Be a 3rd and 10. We'll give it to Enriquez. Enriquez to the outside, cuts back inside, and is brought down by number 22, I believe, in the far sideline. There is some flags on the play. That's Andrew Vasquez in on the tackle for the Mavericks of CC Win. Personal foul, chop blocking or clipping on the offense. So that will bring the ball back on that 3rd and 10 with 1:25 left here in the second quarter. We're live on our YouTube channel, Facebook page. We're also live on Twitter. As Friday night, we're going to give you some Friday Night Lights audio, and then an hour after the game, we will give you the video presentation. So minute 25 before the half. On a 3rd and 10, they get a penalty on the offense. And 10-yard step back. The ball placed at the 24-yard line. A 3rd and 25 for the Mavericks of Pearsall. Well, Brady Blackburn under center. He is a sophomore, just a sophomore. And the first-year head coach has a sophomore under center. That ball carrier is number 14 again, Enriquez, in that slot position. And I say Isaias Flores. That ball to the 26-yard line. A 2-yard carry there for the ball carrier Enriquez. 4th down and 23. With just under a minute to play, the CC Win Mavericks capitalize on short field in that first touchdown. 5-play drive. That one over the punter. He escapes. He's to the outside. He's trying to get some blocks. He has a blocker in front of him and gets it to the 35, but there's flags back in at the 5-yard line. That was Clayton Meeks, the senior kicker. So we're going to find out what that flag was for back at that 5-yard line. If they choose to re-kick, well, I don't think coach will re-kick this one. The foul happened at the inside the 5-yard line. The ball was down as far as tackled. Meeks was tackled at the 37-yard line. So we'll see what happens. And it's a personal foul. So that penalty is declined, and they will get the result of the play at the 38. So they actually gained some yardage there to the original line of scrimmage of 13 yards for number 8, Meeks. So turnover on downs, and it's the Mavericks of CC Win at the Pearsall 38-yard line. Actually, they're at the 38, 1st and 10. Padilla looks to throw. Now evades the rush, moving nicely inside the pocket and gets it to the 30-yard line. An 8-yard carry there. Was looking for Garza near side. There is a player down, so we're going to step away. We'll be back with more after this. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos, le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
First play on that second down. There's 1 second left. Not sure if they're going to get that one away, but that one was a nice carry. And that ends the... Not sure if they called the timeout. They're going to see if there's a flags on the play, so not sure if there was 12 men on the field. The ball carrier on the end around was number 11. That's Michael Oviedo. As he got the ball to the 20-yard line. So a 10-yard carry there, as actually to the 19. So ball to the 19-yard line. Not sure if they're going to give him one untimed down. If it was a defensive penalty, yes, they do get a one untimed down. As Coach Villaseñor is trying to see what the refereeing crew, as the refereeing crew tonight, the referee is Larry West, the umpire is William David McCormick, head lineman is Brian Anderson, the line judge is Kenneth Warfy, back judge is Hank Nedras, and the side judge is Eneto Adrian Alvis, and the field judge is Richard Davis for tonight's contest. The non-district game between the Mavericks of CC Win and the Mavericks of Pearsall. So they're going to reset the clock to 7. They're going to give them 7 seconds on the clock. So they're going to have 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, shotgun formation. And he will down it with 3 seconds. And they're going to bring number 12 out, Ramos, to attempt... Second and 10 from the 19. A 36-yard field goal. The ball is up, and it is no good. Just wide and no good. And that's the end of the half. Your score, CC Win 15, Pearsall 0. We'll be back with more after this. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season. And we're at halftime here from Eagle Pass, Texas, the EPISD Student Activity Center, Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Freddie today with you. My camera operator, Eric Ramos, up at the top, giving you all the sights as we got the Mavericks of Pearsall out on the field. And we'll get you, of course, all caught up on how we got those 15 points in that first half. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
Saritas Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados. We're at halftime here from Eagle Pass, Texas, as we give you the presentation of Texas High School Football Friday night, presented to you by Hacienda Ford and RamCountryAutoworld.com. The opening kickoff receiving was the CC Win Mavericks. An onside kick from Coach Bocanegra kind of woke up the Mavericks as they got the ball at the 49-yard line. And Bocanegra's Mavericks of Pearsall took almost the whole first half as they had a a 17-play drive that took almost that first half, and they came up with no points as they turned over on downs. But nothing doing for the Mavericks as they also fumbled. They had it at their own 5, and they brought it out to the 24. And on that carry, number 24, Cáceres fumbled the ball, and the Mavericks of Pearsall recovered at their own at the Win 26-yard line. But yet, the stifling defense of the Mavericks came up big as the past 2 weeks, the defense has been out in the field longer than what coach and the coaching staff has wanted them out there. So, but they've been tough tonight, and they've dealt with the onslaught of what the Mavericks of Pearsall have brought. So, kudos to them and the coaching staff, Coach Salas, Coach Ramirez, and the rest of the coaching staff for CC Win. We're at halftime, 15-0. We'll get back to those 2 scoring drives in just a bit. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wind Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage. And we're back live. Halftime is on our video presentation of this game. You're watching the Maverick marching band of Pearsall. For those of you that are listening to our stream, you're of course watching the halftime slate there. 2019 Texas High School Football presented to you by Hacienda Ford. We're at halftime 15-0. And let's get to the scoring. The two drives started at the Pearsall 37-yard line as the defense came up big and stopped Pearsall as they punted away. Padilla and company. As Padilla had a couple of carries there. He had 2 carries for 18 yards there, and then he capped it off with the 4-yard plunge for 6 points with 6:35 left in the second quarter. Actually, he had 21 yards there in just that series. He also had a big connection to actually a pass that was completed to number 13, Ernesto Vasquez. So that was 6-0 plus the point after attempt from Ramos was good. Pearsall got the ball back, and yet again the defense for the Mavericks came up big. Got them to punt. They had it at their own 40-yard line. Padilla was looking to pass and tucked in. Didn't get a yard on that rush, but came back on that 2nd and 10 and rifled one down the near side to Joe Garza, and it was a 60-yard catch and run with 4:12 left in the second quarter on just 2 plays, and they converted on a 2-point conversion to make it 15-0, and that's where we're at with 15-0 at the half. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
Stat Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. Stat Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting Stat Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
And we're back halftime here. 15-0 is the score. And we got about 15 minutes, and the Pearsall Marching Band is on the field. We want to thank everybody who's joined us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. Rio, that's R-I-O, Rio Sports Live, and Rio Sports Live Southwest. We're powered by Hacienda Ford and RamCountryAutoWorld.com. Also, you can go to Roku and watch our Roku channel, as we have a Roku channel 24/7. The best of the Valley, covering all of Rio Grande Valley sports and the Southwest market of Region 4, which has San Antonio, Laredo, Del Rio, and Eagle Pass. As tomorrow, we travel to San Antonio at Gus Stadium, as the Del Rio Rams will have week 4 as they travel up 90 to face the 3-0 unbeaten San Antonio Harlan Hawks. And we're going to go ahead and have that one covered live from Gus Stadium in San Antonio, Texas tomorrow. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching and listening to Real Sports Live, Southwest.com.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales, y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria, y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes, llame al 830-335-4832.
Come stop by at Road's Country Fried Chicken on 1910 Laredo Highway. We are great supporters of the EPISD Athletic Department. We also like to wish the CC1 Mavericks a great 2019-2020 season. Go Mavericks!
Yo, it's Carlos Santos, wide receiver. Road's Country Fried Chicken has always been a great supporter to our Eagle Pass Athletic Department. Go Eagles!
Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated, sales, parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated.
For all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business, and we hope to see you soon.
We continue with our halftime report, brought to you by Hacienda Ford. As the Mavericks are up 15-0. We'll get you some scoring updates also from around the district. As the CC Win Mavericks playing host to the Pearsall Mavericks. Freddie Rea with you tonight on the call. You think you can do play-by-play? Well, guess what? Give us a call, 830-968-2010. We're always looking for some play-by-play announcers, also some color commentating as we cover the greater San Antonio area, Laredo, Del Rio, and Eagle Pass. Just a score update from Harlandale Memorial Stadium in San Antonio. The halftime score over in San Antonio, 17-0 at the half, as the Eagles in at halftime in the locker room, 17-0 over McCullum. Next week, we will be busy again with an array of games. On Tuesday night, we travel to Laredo for our Tuesday night volleyball game of the week. We haven't brought you some volleyball this year. Circumstances have not let us do what we do sometimes. So also we encourage you guys, if you guys are looking to put your business on notice on all of our platforms, we're on all of social media, Instagram, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Roku TV, soon to be on an app as IMAX TV. So for those of you that have a business and is looking to promote your business, you can call us at 830-968-2010, or you can find Vic Media Partners, LLC, Vic Media Partners, Cynthia Rankin, Roberto de la Fuente, as they will take care of your needs for your business. They will find a plan that fits your business to get you noticed. As we're at halftime, 15-0. We'll be back with more after this.
Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Labor Day party.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Meet up in the produce aisle.
Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lustio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
And we're back to halftime here, 15-0, second quarter. $8:51 in the evening. We got about 6 minutes left at halftime. Don't forget to check out our highlights of this game on all our social media. Also, the presentation of the an hour after the game. We're going to be actually streaming the game in its entirety, but with video, so you get to see all the action that happened on the field as we gave you some audio. Friday night football from Eagle Pass, Texas. A lot of people tend to say, why can't you stream? Well, we can't stream Friday nights because UAL will not allow so Eagle Pass McCullum at Harlandale Memorial Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. But here, the CC Win Mavericks lead it at half, 15-0. We'll be back with more after this.
Con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
As you see, the halftime show has concluded, and we get the second half underway in just about 2.5 minutes. We're at Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium, Eagle Pass, Texas. You're watching and listening to Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados. Start of the second half in just a few. Actually, they're about less than a minute to play and less than a minute for halftime. And the Pearsall Mavericks will receive the second half kickoff. They will be going against the wind, if I'm not mistaken. There's a brisk breeze coming into tonight from the southeast, and it's right around 10 miles per hour. They will have to their backs, and the Mavericks are coming in from their breakthrough for the second half. As we get set for the third quarter, as both teams coming into the field. Now the Mavericks of Pearsall on the far side. So the Mavericks will be kicking from the south goal, going from on the screen from right to left, and the Pearsall Mavericks will be coming from left to right. They're in their white and green helmets uniform. Mavericks in their all black with silver, trying to get back to 500 at 2-2. A couple of tough losses for the Mavericks, but nonetheless, they are up right now 15-0. And Ethan Waldrum and Enriquez will be back deep. Number 5, Mario Contreras, will be kicking off for the Mavericks here in the second half, as they're on defense in the second half. That one will be taken by Waldrum right at the 4-yard line and brought down immediately by number 7. And that one is Mando Yebra, as Yebra makes a special teams play. So third quarter at their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the sophomore quarterback, Brady Blackburn. And again, Veer will give to Enriquez. Enriquez lost a yard there. To the 14. So 2nd and 11 for Pearsall. 2 receivers to the near side. will give to Enriquez the other way. Now he has an opening in the middle. He's to the outside to the 25 and brought down by number 22 in the far sideline. That is Andrew Vasquez. And gets it to the 27-yard line. And picks up a Pearsall first down, 1st and 10. The 13-yard carry there for Enriquez after losing a yard. Blackburn under center, puts a man in motion. We'll give it to number 20 over the line right there was number 20 as he hurdles, Briseño hurdles. And Briseño will take it all the way to the 41-yard line. And another first down for the Pearsall Mavericks. That's a 14-yard carry for the Mavericks. 1st and 10. Two receivers to the near side. And that one is met right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to give him forward progress. They might give him half a yard there, as he's met by a host of Mavericks. Again, Briseño, the ball carrier. So 2nd and let's call it a long 9. Let's call it a 2nd and 10. Just to be on the safe side. Briseño and a host of Mavericks converge as they hold them right on the line. Much of what we saw in the first half, their first drive that took 17, 18 plays, and they turned it over on downs. On a 2nd and 10, they got 2 yards to the 43. That's a 3rd and 8. So Briseño on this drive has 16 yards. His counterpart has 12 yards. Enriquez toss to number 25 out to the outside. Amaya finds some running room and goes down at about the 49. There is a couple of flags back at the 40. Not sure what the indication will probably be holding on the offense. So 8:47 left in the so it's a personal foul, 15-yarder, and that's another one for the offense. Some costly penalties in that first half. They had 3 on that opening drive. Then they had another one, and most of them are 15-yarders, the 15-yard variety. So the ball placed at the 28, 3rd and 20 after the penalty. Blackburn under center will bring a man in motion. That was number 14, Enriquez, and powering his way to the 40-yard line is number 20, Briseño. Tough little runner there. To the 40, a 12-yard carry. 4th and 8. Actually, 4th and 11. The ball to the 40. And they're going to bring in Meeks to punt it away. Back deep is Vasquez, and that one is... not sure if they're going to be calling it running into the kicker or roughing the kicker, as that one off the end of the side of his foot and will be down at the Maverick 42-yard line. So wait for the indication of the flag, seeing if it was running into the kicker. So that one is a personal foul on the defense. And that gives Pearsall the ball back, 1st and 10, after they punt it away. It gives it to him at the Maverick 45-yard line. So they're at the win 45-yard line after the 15-yard penalty, roughing the punter. Will give to Maya on the far side, trying to get some running room, and that is a nice tackle by number 6. There is a flag. And it looks to be no gain on the play.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory. So we're back live, 7-16, as they brought the ball back to the 40-yard line of Pearsall after the personal foul. Now Enriquez to the far side and is brought down out of bounds at about the 46, 47-yard line. On a 1st and long. That's Andrew Vasquez on the tackle. 2nd and 18. 6:34 left here in the 3rd quarter. 15-0 the score. CC win. There's those 2 scores. Padilla from 4 yards out, and then Padilla to Joe Garza for 60 yards. And that's Enriquez as the defense of the Mavericks showing some discipline on the line, not giving up anything, as that one goes to midfield, a 3-yard gain. Now it's a 3rd and 15. So Pearsall will have it at midfield with just halfway through the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 15. Blackburn will have 2 receivers to the far side. We'll give to Briseño. Briseño met in the backfield. That's number 76. Isaiah Flores, a D tackle, and the ball is loose. And they come up with it. That's number 57. Leroy Alvarez, who comes up with the ball. So they will take over with 5:30 left. They're at the Pearsall 45-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll pitch it to Johnston. Johnston will find some running room, gets to about the 35. There is a couple of flags, so there's some indication that there probably going to be some holding over on the far sideline on that first carry by Johnston. And there is a holding call there on the offense. So 1st and 20 for the Mavericks as that pushes them to back to their own 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20, a 10-yard penalty there. Vasquez, one-on-one situation down in Carlos Soto in the backfield with Johnston. So they're putting a strong set in the backfield, and that one is a false start on the offense. So back-to-back penalties to the 40. It'll be a 1st and 25. When we talked to Coach on Thursday, these are the small things that he's been preaching to the kids. Padilla will give to Royce, and Royce has it at the 45-40 and goes over a Maverick as he lowers his shoulder. That's Elijah Hernandez, the junior. So some misdirection here. Finds Jared Royce with a nice carry there to the Maverick 35-yard line. So after the play, there is a personal foul and now gets it to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks in the red zone. A 25-yard carry for Royce. So now they're going to have two receivers to the far side. I formation behind Padilla. Padilla under center. Will give to Johnston. Johnston just going into the end zone for a Maverick touchdown. With 4:23, he had a blocking parade down the field for a 20-yard scamper, 20 yards out. Touchdown run for Ethan Johnston with 4:23 left in the third quarter. That was set up by that 25-yard run by Jared Royce. And again, now 5-play drive that results in some points. The point after is good, but there is a flag on the play. So they're going to retry. They're going to bring the ball back. They're going to bring the ball. That was Ethan Johnston. A year ago, he was their leading rusher a year ago. So again, having him in the backfield with the junior, and that one put down, and it is good as the point after 22-0. We'll be back with more after this.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days, same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
So we're back live. Score now 22-0 for the Mavericks here in the third quarter. And back deep, Waldrum gets it at the 5 again, brings it to the middle of the field, finds some crease. He's at the 40 and midfield, crosses midfield and is hit out of bounds. There's a couple of flags as Waldrum brings it across for Pearsall. 4:14 left. And there's a flag on the play, and there is an injury on the play. We'll be back with more after this.
Is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
So we're back live. 4:14 left here in the third quarter. 22-0 is the score. Mavericks 30-0 in week 1. Then they lost 2 straight. And that handoff to number 20 up the middle, crosses the 30 to the 26-yard line. There's a flag on the play. That was number 20, Andrew Briseño. And Eric Sanchez in on the tackle. 4:07. There's a face mask and so they're going to move the ball just inside the red, in the red zone to the 12-yard line. First and 10 for the Mavericks of Pearsall as they have the ball now, giving it to number 25, Amaya. Amaya trying to stretch it to the far side and brought down by number 33 and number 6. That's Garcia and Jarrett Royce in on the tackle. And the ball to the 11-yard line. A 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9. We'll have a man in motion. Now gives to Briseño. Briseño in the inside and brought down quickly as he crosses the 10 inside the 10 to the 9. And there is a flag on the play. Axel Rodriguez on the tackle there. 3:09 left here in the third quarter. And that's a very familiar flag tonight for the Mavericks of Pearsall, as they've been called for chop blocking, and that's the 15 penalty. That's the 15-yard variety. So again, these drives that they've sustained on the ground. They've also had these big penalties that have put them away from the end zone and have brought them back. Now that one to the 24 after the penalty on the offense. It'll be a second and looks to be a very long. So timeout called. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wind Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
Quality Insulation Services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Insulation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Insulation that lasts forever.
So Alex Enriquez with 2:30 left gets to carry on a 2nd and 20. Now 3rd and 17 as he gets it to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard carry, 3 or 4-yard carry there for Enriquez. Blackburn under center. And a broken play. Blackburn trying to now pitches out to the outside. And the pursuit of the linebackers for Wynn getting to the outside and maybe a yard for number 25, Amaya. A yard, 4th and 16. Not sure if Coach Bocanera will actually bring out the kicking team to attempt, or he's going to go. He needs to get just inside the 3-yard line for a first down. The Blackburn will bring his offense to the line. 1:24 left and counting here in the third quarter. Will roll out looking middle of the field, and it is incomplete. That one intended for number 12 in the end zone. That was Joe Cruz, the sophomore, and that falls incomplete. And turnover on downs. So with a minute 15 left here in the third quarter, Wynn will have it at their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for CC Wynn. Dropping back, Padilla finds and had an open receiver. That's number 13, Vasquez. That's Ernesto Vasquez. That's only his first incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from their own 18-yard line. A minute 11. That stops the clock. 22-0 the score. You can hear this game, watch this game later. Pitch out to Ethan Johnson. Johnson looking at all his blockers in front of him, getting across the 20 to the 24, maybe the 25. So to the 24, 3rd and 4, a 6-yard carry there for Johnston. Johnston also found the end zone to make it 22. Actually, to make it 21. 2 receivers, one to the far side, one on the near side. Vasquez to the near side, I formation. And Johnston crosses the 25 to the 30. Gets it across the 29 to the 30. Needed 4, got 6. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. And just under 22 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. They'll probably run this clock out to start the 4th, and leading 22-0. There's about a 6 to 7 second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So Padilla will start walking near side. And 4th quarter here, as he's already giving Padilla his as they're getting nail in the coffin. So start of the 4th quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
Emergency centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. STAT Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your healthcare matters to us. Thank you, Laredo, for trusting STAT Emergency Centers and providers with your healthcare needs. Excellence is not a given. You earn it.
So we're back live. 4th quarter now for the Mavericks as they lead it 22-0. I want to thank everybody who joined us. Week 4 of Texas high school football, powered by Hacienda Ford. Rolls out. Padilla looking downfield, and just over the outstretched hands of Jose Hinojosa. Hinojosa now a slot back, or actually not a slot back, the tight end. In the offense. So they're bringing some guys from the defense. As we talked to Coach Heriberto Royce just before the game, and brought some guys from the defense to the offense just to mix things up and some playmakers here. So receiver to the far side, one on the near side, under center, I formation. As he spins off of a would-be tackler. The ball was at the 29 on a 2nd down. '81 on the Ulrich call-off, the senior on the tackle. Gets to the 33. Brings a 3rd and 7, a 3-yard carry there. Under center will give actually to number 34. That's Soto. Gets across to 40. So Soto with the catch there from Padilla, complete. As now they're getting creative with the play action, and that one gets the 7 yards underneath to the 40. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks as CC Wynn holds a 22-0 lead. One receiver to the near side. I formation. Pitch out to Johnston. Johnson waiting for his blocks to transpire. And that's number 8 on the tackle. That's Clayton Meeks. As he gets about 2 or 3 yards. As Maldonado in on the tackle. Number 26, Ray Maldonado. 53, Ryan Maldonado, the senior. Gets it to the 42. A 2-yard carry, 2nd and 8. 10-12 left here in the fourth quarter. As we're just 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. You're listening to Freddie Day on RealSportsLive.com and Real Sports Live Southwest. I want to send a shout out to a good friend, a good pal from Liberty Elementary, Ethan Vasquez, who this morning had the Liberty won last week as the Spirit Ambassadors for both CCWin and Eagle Pass and EPISD alongside Ms. Byrne. They actually have a school that they pick out every week, and they get to come to the games. As that ball to the 43, that was Johnson again, 3rd and 7, a 1-yard carry there. Padilla airing it out. He has number 11. That's a nice catch, and it is going to be a catch or no catch. We will wait and see, as he was coming down, and it is incomplete. But nonetheless, Olivo, that's Michael Olivo, the junior receiver, went up for that ball and came down. What a tremendous athletic play there for Olivo, as he almost came up with that ball coming down. He went up for the jump ball, 4th and 7 from the Maverick 43-yard line, their own 43. As that ball falls incomplete, as there is some conversing between the back judge and one of the line judges as far as making sure that he did catch the ball or not. And a fake punt, and he will get the first down, as that was number 65. Emmanuel Oviedo on the punt. He actually becomes a ball carrier and rushes to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, and gives the Mavericks. That is a turning point there to keep the drive alive. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side, 2 back set. And to the near side, Padilla finds some running room. He's to the near side, 20, 15, and goes out of bounds. And Jose Padilla with 8:33. And gets a win first down at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 15. Again, will take it himself. Cuts back inside, crosses the 15 to the 17. Olivo getting that's number 2, Elijah Hernandez. And Olivo talking about dinner plans tonight. So that rush will get the ball to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd. Actually, 1st and 10. Should be like a 2nd and 6. two backs in the backfield. Now gives it to Johnston. Now actually keeps it himself. He's at the 5, cuts inside, and is brought down right about the 2 or 3 yard line. Padilla will get it inside the 5. First and go at the 2 yard line. An 8 yard gain there for Padilla, as he has his last 3 carries for him, getting the ball inside the 2 yard line. So at the 2 with 7:43 left, trying to add 6 more points to the scoreboard. Looking at some of these guys that are on offense, of course you see them on defense too. Timeout is called, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage. So we're back live, 4th quarter, 22-0, and Padilla under center, I formation, pitch out to number 2, and Johnston in for a touchdown. Number 2 with a 2-yard touchdown run, and the Win Mavericks put 6 on the board with 7:21 left in the 4th quarter from 2 yards out. 2-yard touchdown run for the senior, now tailback, Ethan Johnston. As this drive started at their own 18 in the 3rd quarter. A 14-play drive that ends up in the end zone for 6 points, and the point after attempt is good, 29-0. The score here from the EPISD Student Activity Center, Cozell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. We'll be back with more after this.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales, y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria, y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
So we're back live, and 29-0. That one spanned a minute 15 from the 4th quarter, and then a good 5 minutes. 5 minutes of the 4th quarter, excuse me. That's number 2, making a play on the return. That's Elijah Hernandez. So they'll have the ball. 7:12 left at their own 37-yard line. Blackburn will have actually a handoff to the up man, number 20. Get it Briseño. Excuse me, Briseño with the ball carry. And we'll get to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 6, a 4-yard carry there for Briseño. And that one, Blackburn to the far side. He's got some running room. He's got some green across the 30. Goes out of bounds at about the 20. They're going to call him out of bounds at the 26-yard line. There is a flag back at the 41. It was offside, so they're going to decline the offsides. And that rush by Blackburn puts the Mavericks of Pearsall inside the CC Win Maverick territory at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. For Blackburn and crew. His offensive line. He digs under center. Give to Amaya, number 25. Push from the defense. Puts him in the backfield. He has to reverse his side. He does have some blockers in front. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. Now cuts back inside as he makes something of nothing. And he gets to the 15-yard line there. That's Joey Amaya to the 15. Ends up with 11 yards after all that. And a Maverick first down, 1st and 10. But we have a flag, and there's a hold. And that was, they're going to call it from the end of the run, 10 yards back to the 26. So those penalties have hurt Pearsall in drives that they've had inside the red zone and have been in CC Win territory. There's nothing that aggravates a coach when you're inside the red zone, 6:05 left, and you have that happen. Drops back, looking middle of the field, can't evade the rush as the pocket collapses on Blackburn, and he is sacked in the backfield as he loses. That's number 76, Isaiah Flores. We called his name a lot today too. Back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 17 as he loses 7 yards on that play. So Blackburn under center with a veer formation. Will give it to number 20, the up back, and will be dropped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's Briseño on the carry. Third and 16, a gain of 1 there on that play. 29-0 is the score from Eagle Pass, Texas, the EPISD Student Activity Center, Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Legendary coach here in Eagle Pass, named after this beautiful stadium. Drops back, looking to the middle of the field. He has a man open, but throws and it is cut for a touchdown. Mavericks, Pearsall gets on the board with a 32-yard strike from Blackburn to Joe Cruz as he threw him behind him. Complete with 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. the Mavericks, Pearsall Mavericks, get it in the end zone with a 32-yard touchdown pass from Blackburn to Cruz. And that one is no good, partially blocked. The score, 29 CC win, 6 Pearsall. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
And we're back. 4:35 left here in the fourth quarter. 29-6 is the score, as the Mavericks of Pearsall get into the end zone to evade the goose egg, evade the shutout, excuse me. Another onside kick, and that one is down by number 34. That's Soto there, Carlos A. Soto. So a 7-play drive for the Mavericks of Pearsall. Now CC Win will have it at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Leading very comfortably here, 29-6. Try to see the scoring update. And the first carry there. (31-0) is the score. Just an update. 2nd and 15. They're going to keep it on the ground. The ball back at the 32-yard line. So it's 3rd and 17. That was a 2nd and 20. There was a penalty on that first down. So 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation. A fake pitch to the left. Padilla near side. He has got some green in front of him. He's at the 40, 35, 30. And goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line as number 10 comes in. Ethan Waldrum. And Padilla just kept his cool. And he's as cool as the other side of the pillow as our good friend up in the sky. To the Pearsall 20-yard line. A nice carry for Padilla. A 58-yard scamper there for Padilla. Give it to jet sweep to number 9 on the 1st and 10 from their 20. Ray Cantu. And we'll get it to the Pearsall 17, the 3-yard carry, 2nd and 7. And that's to number 17, the jet sweep to the far side. He cuts it back inside, gets it to the 10. And that's Donato Garza on the carry, on the jet sweep. With 2:23 left. That ball to the 11-yard line, a 6-yard carry there. 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks. At 2 minutes. There is a bit of a, with the game clock and the play clock. The play clock now under 10 seconds. Actually at 5 seconds now. We'll give up the middle. Nice carry there by number 20, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's number 20. Oh, that's number 28 on the carry. That's Santos Perez. To the Pearsall 6-yard line, a 5-yard carry there. So in the red zone, 1st and goal, with just under a minute 30 left here in the 4th quarter. Well underway. A jet sweep. That's number 9. And we'll lose a couple of yards. A nice tackle by number 4. That's Michael Ovalle. Ball carrier there was Cantu. Cantu loses some yardage to the 11. Uses 5 yards. 2nd and go for the Mavericks. As Padilla looks to the sideline. Just under a minute to play here from Colesville Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Freddie Dea on the play-by-play. If you guys want to join me here in the booth, as Garza escapes one tackle and gets brought down as he is tackled at the 16-yard line. That looks to be like the last play of this ball game. As the ball placed at the 16. So the game clock and the play clock, 1 at 19 and 1 at 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mavericks of CC Win take a home victory 29-6 over the Pearsall Mavericks. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to be live again. And we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Tire Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos, le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
Our post-game coverage brought to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World. 29-6 is the score. We want to thank all our great advertisers as they're getting everything taken care of for us. For my camera operator, Eric Ramos, I'm Freddie Rea. The score, CC win 29, Pearsall 6. Thank you and good night. Keep talking sports, Real Sport Live, Southwest.com.